Hi guys, I'm Shmee, hello and welcome back to the channel where today you join me back out in Florida with this man, Freddy, Tavarish.
How you doing?
All good, all good. Well, we've come to take a look at your new car.
There's most of one.
There's most of a car. This is a McLaren 675LT. It's seen better days.
Yes, that's an understatement for sure.
Shall we pull back the cover then and let's take a look? Well, it's even under a cover right now. Flat tires, front end, yeah.
So don't worry about this, okay? This is all fixable, and see, this is totally fine.
Yeah, this looks good.
Yeah. I mean, it says 675LT. The headlight's not smashed.
The headlight actually looks completely fine.
Yeah, it's just when you start peeling it back, that's when it starts losing its luster a bit.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah, so that'll buff out.
Yeah.
I've been told.
You can T-cut it.
Yep.
Something like that.
So.
Oh, this car's seen better days.
Yep.
This car has seen much better days.
So does this just break your heart or what?
It does. I'm glad mine doesn't look like this.
Well,
but
hopefully yours never ever looks like this, because this was in quite a crash. So
I think quite a crash is a bit of an understatement, because there's damage at the back, there's damage at the front, everything looks a little bit knocked and disjointed.
Yeah.
What happened to this car?
Now, I've only been told through, the grapevine what happened to this car. I don't know if that's actually the case, but from what I can surmise, this was sideswiped by a truck. You can actually see some tire marks here.
And some marks down here and just all around.
Sideswiped by something with very big wheels. It spun around and then it hit like a telephone pole, and the pole went right between the frame rails right here. Mm-hmm. And when that happened, it basically just sucker punched the transmission and engine right into the firewall. Oof. So it bent this support bracket right here, and it cracked some of the welds. Now, I think the engine and transmission are still okay, but the mounts have to be changed, and the entire subframe actually has to be either repaired or completely changed. And as you know, these cars are very cheap to work on and very cheap as far as parts.
Completely,
and stuff, right?
Yeah, the cheapest out there.
Yeah,
it's not like all of these are carbon fiber.
No. I mean, this is plastic. Okay, let's leave that alone.
So basically, I mean, internals are in a very bad way, as you just described, but also bodywork. The spoiler, the bumper, I mean, the exhaust looks a little bit mashed as well.
This really is like, it's very heartbreaking. That's the only word I can say, because this was a $420,000 car.
Insane.
At one point. And it was driven 7,000 miles and then got into this horrible shape. Now, this has been in a wrecker's yard, actually several wrecker's yards for the last 3 years. And it's been through a few hands, and it's been through a few third-party shops, and nobody could fix it. I'm wagering that they probably got this thing because they figured, oh, it's a McLaren, we could just pop some body panels on, and it'll be a quick flip. Oh, this is cheap, and they're going for a lot of money now. Yeah, it doesn't happen like that. So this actually needs a lot of internal structural work, and I'm the only one stupid enough to try to take this on. So
we explained that it got sideswiped, span around and went backwards into a pole. Mm-hmm. When did all of that happen?
I don't know.
Somewhere in the...
I'm guessing when it spun around, it probably hit something here. Actually, if you look over here, it looks like it went up and over something, because it took a chunk out of the door.
Yeah, and tore off the side skirt.
By the way, McLaren, I've watched a lot of videos on the 675LT, and previously it was told to me that these were carbon fiber and the door was carbon fiber, and that's not true.
No, this is definitely not carbon.
Yeah, this is aluminum, because aluminum rips like this, and this is fiberglass. This is literally just fiberglass.
Okay. So I think the doors, I always thought the doors were the same as the 12C and the 650, so that would make sense.
Yeah, that would make sense.
But I too had thought that the wings were... or the fenders, I think, as you call them. I thought they were carbon, but they're clearly not.
Yeah, they're not, and neither is this. Maybe that was an option.
You could option the carbon bonnet.
Okay. So this is definitely aluminum. So this is, I've done some research and I've asked you.
Yeah.
This is apparently the hero spec of the car. So
the Delta Red hero spec.
Red, yeah.
Because the fun thing, we haven't talked about the interior at all. In fact, there's a fun story about the interior. I was going to say the interior is the same color as my 675 Spider.
Oh, good.
Stone grey.
Good.
But can we just show how to get into the interior?
Is that not how you get into a car?
No, it's a little bit different.
Okay, all right. So there's no battery in this car. I didn't get the battery. By the way, the battery in this car, $3,500.
Yeah, it's mad.
So yeah, it's crazy. So it's electronic doors. If you don't have that, there's a little safety latch. You obviously can't get to it from outside the car. So in order to get into this car, the previous owners of the junkyard that this car was at, they installed this wonderful device. You have to just pull down. There we go, and it pops right open.
To use the inside safety latch.
Boom.
Do you know what? It works.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. The airbags haven't blown, nothing like that.
That's true. The inside is mostly good. The seats are all good. The nice bucket seats, the stone grey with the Alcantara.
If you take a look down there,
it's still got all the packaging.
Plastics, plastics on the carbon.
Yeah, dealer must remove.
Mm-hmm. He drove it around like that.
For 7,000 miles. Yeah. Dash is all good, steering wheel is all good, center console looks all good, and as you say, the airbags haven't popped.
So since you're here, I wanted to ask you a few things, since you have an encyclopedic knowledge of these things. The shift lights. So were those an option on the coupe?
To have the shift lights here, to have the one on each side was actually an MSO option, which I did buy for my Spider. I didn't have them on my coupe. I did buy them for my Spider. Incredibly expensive because you had to get the whole binnacle in carbon fiber with that part, and in pounds it was about $5,000.
Okay, cool.
So that was an extra option above standard.
I feel like I can get that done with a few LEDs and like $40.
Yeah, I'm sure you probably can. Quite a different approach. You know one thing about opening the door? What happens if the battery goes completely dead in a McLaren?
Yes.
Like with many cars, there's no easy emergency entrance from the outside.
Right.
And what a lot of people then end up doing, because obviously the window wouldn't drop, is having to smash the window.
Yeah.
But there is a little secret trick to this.
Okay.
That underneath the car, there is a key slot.
Oh,
like underneath. Under here. I'm not sure if I'd be able to find it right now, but there's a key slot that pops it the same as your wire technique. Although I'm not going to lie, the wire technique is a little bit easier than trying to fiddle around underneath it.
I sort of like this. I feel like even when I rebuild this car, this is going to stay like this. So that's just the way it's going to be dangling while I'm driving down the street. One thing I did want to ask you, I don't know if this is homemade or MSO, but if we come around here, first off, they should have listened to you about that window thing because there's no window.
That one's gone.
Yeah, that one's gone. So we've learned that lesson.
Yeah.
So there are these floor mats that look like they're molded specifically to the car.
But they're kind of a carpet.
But they look like bath mats. Is this an MSO bath mat?
That's new to me. An MSO bath mat.
Yeah.
Yours for $5,000.
Exactly.
No, that looks new.
Yeah. So this is, I guess, aftermarket. So
yeah, the normal ones are kind of nice, as you would expect. Nice piping, 675LT logos.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I had, and some of my audience will know, a small bump on my 675 years ago.
So did this.
Bumps of different scales, I think we could say. And I had to replace the front nose piece here. And it was expensive because it's all carbon. I mean, as you see here, it's all cracked and splintered. What happened mine was a really gentle touch and it just cracked.
Gotcha.
Because it's carbon fiber. That was expensive.
Yes.
But I'm just walking around here wondering which body panels aren't broken.
So there are very little that aren't broken. The hood is okay, the fender's okay, the headlights are okay. Roof, the quarter panels can be repaired. That door needs to go, this fender needs to go. Obviously the front and rear bumpers all need to get replaced. Now I have actually sourced everything I need for this car, and it was like just a stroke of luck because a few of these were at breakers yards, and it's not like these cars were really high in demand because there's only how many of these made? 500?
500 coupes, yeah.
Yeah, so the only people that are buying these things are going to be 675 owners, or maybe 650 owners that want to upgrade. Yeah. But even the rear bumpers, that's not going to fit a 650.
Nope.
So I found that, and it actually was expensive, for sure. Like, it was very expensive, but it was less expensive than I thought it was going to be.
Okay, that's good. I mean, at the end of the day, this is a big, expensive project. This is a seriously ambitious project.
I mean,
like you said
it looks bad, but like honestly, there's some mechanical work, carbon work, there's cosmetic work, maybe some electrical work, probably. But other than that, she's perfect.
which is perfect for you and your crazy builds here.
Well, the brakes are good. The brakes
are good, and they're expensive.
They are very expensive, and I'm super happy about that because I did not want to pay like $20,000 for brakes.
I know this because the ceramics on my 675 Spider, which has done a number of track days, I've had it around the ring, Spa, a few different places.
You've been VMAX?
Yeah, all sorts of crazy things. They are coming to the end of their life, and I did get a quote for replacing all 4 discs and all 4 pads.
And how much was that?
I think it was about £13,000-14,000.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
So, yeah, not much fun. We're doing lots of currency mix on the fly right now, but...
would you want to trade wheels really quickly?
Taking a nice hit. Although I tell you what, you've got the polished calipers.
Oh, okay.
They stopped making polished calipers eventually.
Okay.
That was the thing you could only get on the 675 coupes, and, well, I'm jealous. I like them.
Cool. You want this car? We can trade.
We can trade? Cars. Well, you know my steering wheel's on the wrong side. Do you know how to drive a right-hand drive?
I think I'd be willing to deal with that versus this.
You probably get a little bit further.
Hold on, somebody stole my center caps.
Oh, no way.
Somebody stole the center. I'm gonna just return the car. I don't want it anymore.
Yeah. Tail lights are all good?
Yeah, tail lights are good. If you come back here, actually, I wanted to talk a little bit about things I've heard from McLaren and things that I've seen on this car that don't really add up. So I don't know if you can see this, but if we come down here, you see the transmission, and if you go behind, there is, it's like, you have to go real low. Back here, that is a sway bar.
Okay.
So McLaren said they don't have any way of connecting the left and right sides on either axle, and that's a sway bar. So I don't know, is that, do they just call it something different, or is it just something where they think nobody will know? I don't know, but that's definitely a sway bar. This car has traditional sway bars.
Okay, as well as the fancy hydraulic suspension.
Yes, as well as that, yeah.
I mean, this is one of the things, the 675 was the 650S, but made so much more, just dynamic, poised, exciting to drive.
This was like a 650S GT3 RS type thing.
Basically,
right?
yeah, they missed the GT3, they went straight to the RS kind of thing. Yeah. It was kind of like that as an equivalent. And I guess you're going to be experiencing what that's like with this,
hopefully,
at some point in the future.
Yeah.
How long is this going to take? Like, I mean, it's impossible to say because of parts and things.
I'd love to have this completely done and modified because I'm not going to keep anything stock. Done and modified by SEMA. So
by SEMA, so 6-9 months kind of thing.
But I'd like to have it running and driving within the next few months.
Okay. Wow. Well, I mean, I don't know how you. You want
to help me? I'll give you a spanner. I give you a wrench, man. Like you can.
Come out here.
We can get to work right now.
Come out here and literally wrench every day to try and bring this back to life.
Let's do it.
I mean, you've even got these kind of random parts.
Oh yeah, so this is the front part of the trunk, the bonnet section.
Yeah.
Because I actually did a little bit of work. When I got this car, the brakes right here, this is the ABS module, they were just disconnected because the car wouldn't roll. And they thought that, hey, if we disconnect the brakes, there's going to be nothing stopping the car, except for the fact that the electronic parking brake is not dictated by that.
Yeah.
So we just disengaged the electronic parking brake, and now it rolls fine.
Okay. Always interesting to see what's under the skin.
Lots of room for activities, though.
Lots of room for activities. Okay then. Oh well. This is a big project. This is all quite exciting to see how this proceeds over on your channel. I wish you the best of luck with it, and I look forward to coming out to see it as well in your future stage. I'll certainly be keeping tabs, and maybe one day, whoever knows how, yours and mine might meet each other.
I would love that. I'm also going to be bothering you for advice on this car and what goes where, and
McLaren questions.
Yes.
Anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this intro to Freddy's new acquisition.
Mm-hmm.
If we can call
my
it
collection,
that. The latest arrival in the collection.
Yes, arrival in collection. That's right.
Which eventually is going to be an absolutely pristine, modified 675LT.
Oh yes.
Awesome. Well, best of luck with it all.
Thank you so much.
No worries, guys. Do go and follow Freddy. The link is down below if you'd like to see a little bit more with this as it starts to come together. But that is it for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Cheers.